girl Bree, brinkyboobri. Welcome to another edition of Take a Break with Bree. On today's show, we will be discussing Valentine's. Yes, the Valentine's edition. I will try my best. Welcome. I think my sister is the first one in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will try my best to answer all of your viewer questions and comments to the best of my ability. I do encourage you all to comment and give feedback while I am streaming and broadcasting. I did want to let everyone know to be aware this is an adult conversation, so parental discretion is advised. Sizzling topics, keeping it real. She's got answers and so much appeal. Learn a little, laugh a lot, agree or disagree. Hey, sizzling topics, keeping it real. She's got answers and so much appeal. Learn a little, laugh a lot, agree or disagree. Take a break with Bree. Brinkyboobri, Monday nights, 8:30. Tonight's episode is Valentine's edition. We're going to be talking about, is Valentine's just for lovers? We're going to be talking about violated expectations. We're going to be talking about, can you give a gift to a man who's not your man? He's in a committed relationship already. Is that okay? And then we're going to talk about social media and love. Then we're going to go into our hashtag Ask Bree segment, and then into our Brinky's top 3 brilliant behaviors. All right? So, our first topic, I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback on what is Valentine's Day, where did it all come from, so forth and so on. And as you all know, Brinkyboobri, I do my research. So I looked up an article from proflowers.com, and this article was written by Yvette de la Garza. So Valentine's Day was originally a Christian holiday, and it was to remember the life and martyrdom of Saint Valentine, okay, who was killed by the Roman Empire. And then in the Middle Ages, lovers began exchanging flowers, cards, and treats. It was a day to celebrate many loves and friendships in our lives, not just our romantic friendships and relationships. We have to remember that further in our conversation, what Valentine's Day started as, okay? It also was the perfect opportunity to say thank you to those that make your life easier. You know, you saying, thank you, I love you, you know, this is awesome, that you feel like you've made my life better, easier. I love you for that. So you would give a gift, okay? You would give a gift to your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. And it would be a gift that goes beyond the romantic. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. That's how Valentine's Day started. Actually, to remember the life of Saint Valentine. It's how we've changed it that makes it interesting. And we'll talk more about that later. But people used to do baked goods and time spent with the elderly. Because the only gift that you could give, the only gift that the best gift that you can give to an elderly person is time. They would like time. Hey, Vlad. Hey, everybody. Vlad is from Russia. So we say, Privyet. He's one of my Russian friends. Privyet. And so, a good gift that you could give to an elderly person would be time, to spend time with them, or even with really anybody. Time is so precious, and we don't have a lot of it. So if you're thinking of a gift that you would like to give to someone that's not a romantic gift, a lot of times it's just giving them time. Spend time with them. You know, even like your grandchildren, or I know like my godson, like the best thing I could probably do for him is just hang out with him, you know, and just take him to the movies or, so forth and so on. He just wants to get out and spend time. So originally, Valentine's was not for lovers. It was for all of the loves in your life. Okay? So let's just keep that in mind when we move on to the next thing. And the next thing we're going to talk about is violated expectations. Yes, conversation time. Conversation and time. Violated expectations. Okay? Now this kind of goes into the gift and giving. So with violated expectations, that's when you have certain expectations about a person in a relationship, in a friendship, so forth and so on. And there are 3 factors that play into your violated expectations. And I'm getting all of this stuff from an article I read in Bravo by the personal space staff. So I guess they got together and wrote it. So there are 3 factors. You have your interactant characteristics. That is age, their sex, their personality traits of the person. So if I'm talking to Joe Blow, right? And he's 50 years old, black man, okay? I have already subconsciously have these expectations of how he's going to react to whatever I say. Now, if he doesn't react to the way I think he's going to react, then he's violated my expectations. Okay? You could take it as to where a female would react to maybe like a naughty joke. Normally society will say females are supposed to or talking about the 21st century female. But if you're talking to a female and you say a naughty joke, society will make you think she should say or she should react But you have some females out there that'll get down with the get down and she'll go right with you. So if she reacts differently than how you expect, then that's a violated expectations. Now, violated expectations isn't always negative. They can also be positive. The second characteristic, Chris said, damn, that time mess cooked for me. Give me some money. And some, he put an emoji. Go home and we good. Oh, Lord, Chris. Ain't no cuddling. You got to spend time. Hello? I just talked about time. You need time. Spend some time. The second characteristic of a violated expectation is interpersonal characteristics. That's basically the relationship you and the other person has. If you're strangers, you're going to expect that they will react a certain way. If you are friends, you're going to expect that they're going to react a certain type of way. So that's the second one. So the first one is interactant, characteristics, which is age, sex, and their personality of how you expect a person to react. It's also your relationship with that person, okay? Number 3 is also the environment. If you're in church, you're at a funeral, you're at a wedding, you're at a club, you have these expectations of people and how they will react. If I'm in church, I shouldn't be ripping and running around the church. I should dress a certain type of way at church. I should act a certain type of way in the club. I should, we as a society have all of these expectations on people based on these 3 things. Interacting, which is age, sex, personality. Then you have your interpersonal characteristics, which is your relationship. And then you have environment. Okay? So when someone reacts out of your expectation, then they have violated your expectation. Now, the thing is, how do we respond to that? How do we take that? And I have been talking about this from the beginning. It's all about communication. Okay? I was in a situation where a friend of mine had said something to me, and I didn't know how to react. So later on, I said something to my friend, and I was like, hey, you know, did you mean it this way or did you mean it this way? And he was like, well, I meant it this way. And I was like, oh, okay. So at the end of the day, for everyone to be on the same playing field and everyone to be equal level, you have to actually think about the other person, because they may not know. Because some people don't live up to your expectations because they don't know, for one. And for two, they have no idea, which is they don't know. Or they don't have the skill to live up to your expectations. Yvette said never judge. Lala said, hey, Bree. Hey, Lala. So that is exactly right. But I would say, though, Yvette, that it's not so much judging, more so you just have societal expectations. You expect for someone who is of a certain age to act a certain way. You expect a female to act differently than a male in certain situations. You expect for the environment to be different. So we all have these different expectations that get violated. Okay? Janae said perception. That's why it's always good to ask if you don't understand. Absolutely. Communication is the key to any relationship. If you cannot communicate, if you cannot talk to the person that you want to be involved in, or you're involved with, or a family, it could be a family member or what, a co-worker. You have to be able to communicate and to talk it out, because then everybody has this tension and nobody knows what's going on, right? So communicate, communicate, communicate. Now, I do want to let you know that not all violated expectations are negative, okay? There are positive violations. So here's an example of a positive violation. There was a group of boys. They had wrote an article about their teacher. The next day, they were called into the principal's office. Now, they're expecting to get suspended, to get expelled, you know, all these different things, because they have wrote this article about their teacher. Now, to my understanding, the article did shine the light on the teacher in a good way, but they still felt like, oh, we shouldn't have did that. We shouldn't have wrote this article about our teacher, and it actually got published in the local newspaper. So when they're in the principal's office, they think they're in trouble. But come to find out, the principal actually puts them on the newspaper committee. So it totally violated their expectation in a positive way. So it does happen. It does happen positively. I don't want to just, you know, hit the nail on the head and say, no, no, no. But it actually does come out positive. Now, a negative side of that, and I have a perfect story, true story, as I like to say. So, I'm with this guy. We're at the gas station, right? Now, it's cold. And I'm thinking that, I mean, granted, it's my car. It's my car. I pay for the gas. I go in. But when I come back out, he's in the passenger seat. I come back out. He's still in the passenger seat. He doesn't get out. And he doesn't even attempt to pump the gas. He didn't ask me, hey, Bree, I got it, or blah, 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 blah. So I did pump the gas, and I did make like this, like, really? Kind of like motion to him, like, you really just gonna sit there and it's freezing cold? You're not gonna pump my gas? So I had this expectation, because he was a man and because he was my friend, that he would pump my gas. So later that evening, I caught an attitude. Yes, I did. So later that evening, he said, Brianna, what's going on? Like, what's up? He communicated. And I said to him, well, I expected you to pump the gas. It's cold outside. And I had already gotten out of the car to pay for it. I expected you to pump the gas and be a gentleman. And he said, well, I didn't think anything of it. It's your car, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, it's my car. So if I would have had a flat tire, you would have let me change my own tire. He was like, no, I would have changed the tire. But how you going to change my tire but not pump my gas? So, I viewed it as the same thing. Okay? So that's how he violated my expectation negatively. I expected, because he was a man, that he was going to pump my gas. But he didn't. Okay? Oh no, it's saying my battery is low. I'm going to have to turn on my electricity. My electricity is on. Wait a minute. Technical difficulties. So, wait a minute. Deshaun said some guys have not been taught those things. Amen. He also said that's like taking out the trash. True. Janae said unexpected emoji pics are also negative violations of expectations. Amen. Here we go. Did it go in? Yeah. Okay. I was having a little technical difficulties with my cord. There we go. We back to power. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to splice that in the YouTube. So yes, I had unexpected. He had violated my expectation. Needless to say, we are no longer friends. Because I learned who he was. He learned who I was. Now, I am a very independent female. I can pump my own gas. I can change my own tire. I do take out my own trash. I do all of those things that people may think are the man should do. Like, I do those things already. But I feel like when I'm around a man, he should be a gentleman and say, I got it, Brianna. Like, I don't know. But you learn people. You learn people through communication. You really do. Vlad said the words is really the key to the relationship. Yes, I'm a man and I understand that we can't achieve anything only by actions. You have to communicate. Absolutely. Deshaun said, I stress to people all the time that expectations are internalized emotions. Very, very true. Yes. Janae said it's nice to offer. It is nice to offer. And when I told that story to another group of people, they basically said, Brianna, your expectations of that person were too high. They didn't have the skill or the knowledge level to, because he didn't not pump my gas out of meanness or animosity. He just didn't realize that's what a gentleman would do. Like, that's what you do. It's nice to offer, and for me to say, I got it, or no, thank you. I don't know. But it's crazy, and we do it all the time. And it's always based on those three things. The interactant characteristic, age, race, personality. Also based on your relationship with the person. And it's also based on the environment. Oh, did I tell y'all it was cold outside? It was cold. Let's see. Lala said, American gentleman. Deshaun said, you have to meet people where they are and help them learn you. Absolutely, Deshaun. But I also think once you learn each other, especially in a romantic relationship, once you learn each other and certain things are deal breakers, it's time to just cut it. Just cut it. You know what I mean? Janae said it's chivalry. Rendell said Emoji with his hand up. I'm assuming for a gentleman. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have to think of those three things in our everyday when we're going out and we have these expectations, and people will violate them positively or negatively. It could go either way. Now, we're going to move on to the next hot topic. Now, this topic was so hot. It was so hot. I was talking about it with people at work, and I mean, the conversation went like so hot. Deshaun said, true, but be careful not to take that in other relationships. That's true. That's very, very true. I totally agree with that, because I think people are different. And, you know, my ex may not have been a gentleman or know how to be a gentleman. So I can't go into the next relationship thinking that this guy will have no clue about how to be a gentleman. And sometimes, you know, I'm being a little transparent right now. When a guy is a gentleman, to me, it I don't want to say shocks me, but it makes me feel like nice. If I could blush, I would be blushing. But when a guy is a gentleman with something that you're not used to, it makes you giddy inside. I'm laughing at myself. Anywho, so welcome everybody that just came in. Moving on to the next hot topic. Okay. All right. So, can you, now this can go either way, but I'm going to phrase it from a woman's perspective. It can go either way. Yes, feel special, Pandora. She said, feel special. Can I get a man a gift for Valentine's Day? Well, not for Valentine's Day, but can I get a man a gift on Valentine's Day if he's in a committed relationship? Everybody at work said, no. Well, most of the females said, no. The men, Deshaun said, no. Okay. Some of the women said, most of the women said no. Some said yes. Rendell said, go for it. Some of the men said yes. Yes, absolutely. Deshaun said, you'll be disappointed. Janae said, nah, I don't play that. That's our gift. Now, remember what I said earlier in the broadcast. Vlad said, as a friend, it all comes down to communication. And what Valentine's Day was originally meant for was to give an expression of love to everyone in your life. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousins, your nephew, your friends, everybody. But I think, yes, Deshaun said intentions. Yvette said yes. I think it comes down to communication and trust. One of my coworkers said, if home is right, meaning home, they have conversations, they discuss. If home is right, then she has nothing to worry about if another female gives him a gift. Now, can she give him a gift only on Valentine's Day? What about if it's a gift on another day? Does the day matter because it's Valentine's Day? What if it's today? What if I gave a man a gift today? Would it make any difference? Ren said, exactly. Of course you should if there are no strings. Again, it comes down to communication. Deshaun said you have to be careful not to cross the boundaries. Yes, boundaries is very, 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 very good point. And a lot of people brought that up. Janae said, I agree, Deshaun. Vlad said, exactly. I love my friend. She's a girl. I can give her a gift in that day. I think yes. Pandora said, without motive. Now, I think it comes down to the man actually realizing that this person, this girl that's giving you a gift, if she has feelings for you, if you believe that this girl has a crush on you, then you should kindly say no. All right? I think you should kindly say no. If you believe her intentions aren't good. Now, if you are co-workers, if you're friends, regardless if your partner knows them or not, but whatever relationship the two of you have, I think determines if you accept the gift or not. Deshaun said strings can be manipulated. True. Yes, you can pull them all kinds of ways. But again, it comes down communication. Would I feel comfortable? I probably wouldn't, to be honest. I really wouldn't. I would not be comfortable giving a man a gift on Valentine's Day, even though we are platonic friends. I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. Maybe like his birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, any other day, a thinking of you type of thing, but I think it would be misconstrued. I think my friend would take it the wrong way, and I think his partner would take it the wrong way. So instead of anybody taking anything the wrong way, just keep your gift to yourself until next month. Hold out till next month. Give it to them for President's Day. I mean, whatever. Happy spring. Let me go back. Ren said, I'm giving my female singers Valentines if they are attached or not. Okay. Now, don't feel some type of way if your female singer doesn't accept it, okay? Because she may feel some type of way. She may violate your expectations. Deshaun said, there's always that gray area. Yvette said, you have to be careful. You don't want her to start thinking something is going on. You got to keep it 100. Absolutely. Deshaun said, a card is safe. I would agree with that, as long as you don't say, I mean, people throw the love word out there all the time. I'm trying to think, make sure you be careful what you say. Vlad said the gift can mean a lot. Maybe romantic, maybe for hobbies. Gifts can understand the intention of the person who gave it, I think. True. It all depends on the type of gift. Going along with the card, what the card says. Ren said, a tie equals cool. Silk boxer. Right. A tie, cool. Silk boxers, no bueno. No. Janae said, would you feel comfortable if your man got a big, huge, extravagant gift at any moment from another woman? If it's someone besides family? No. No, absolutely not. Regardless if I know the girl or not. It all depends on the type of gift. If you are his female friend, his female platonic friend, then the gift should show that. Your gift should equal your relationship, okay? Deshaun said, I love you, hey boo, etc. Those are, yes. Pandora said, give them both a gift and then nothing is being suspected. Yes, somebody else brought that out. Thank you so much for bringing that up. You can give a couple's gift. His and hers towels, something for the house, a gift card for them to go out, or so forth and so on. Absolutely, totally agree. Janae said, that's why I said no. Homie, don't play that, Janae said. really, you have to, if you get gifts from the person who's giving the gift, make sure your gift shows your relationship with that person. Because you don't want to be a home wrecker. Well, I mean, there are some out there who don't care. But really, at the end of the day, you don't want to be a home wrecker. Now, if you're a home wrecker, you know what they say. The same way you got him is the same way you'll lose him. Okay? And that goes on both sides. Don't be a home wrecker. All right? If what God has for me is for me. What God has for me, it is for me. Yes. Hallelujah. But anywho, yes. But if you're the person that's giving the gift, make sure the gift equals the type of relationship that you have. Okay? And if you want it to be more, make sure the gift that you give is given to somebody who's single. Hello. Pandora said, what goes around comes around. Absolutely. Yvette said, gold digger. Yes. All day, every day. So, that is our second topic, and we're talking about, it's actually kind of like the third topic. I've morphed Valentine's edition into a couple of things. But we all know, it seems like the consensus is, do not give a gift to someone who's already in a relationship on Valentine's Day. Wait until President's Day. Wait until spring. Wait until their birthday. I think the person will be okay because they already got somebody. Hello? Hello. Ren said, the insecurity is silly to me. If I give all the women in the office a flower and a card, I expect zero pushback. Okay. I see what you're saying, Ren. You expect zero pushback because you've given all the women the same gift. Okay? You didn't just give one lucky young lady who's in a relationship a flower and a card. That's where the gray area is, and that's where we pulling strings. If you give one female a card and a flower, I would think something was up. I would think you was, yeah. Pandora said, bless you, Bri, and happy love to all. Absolutely. Thank you, Pandora, for coming in. So absolutely, you have to be careful. And again, Valentine's has changed so much. It was intended for everybody, not just a romantic thing, but it has been commercialized. And now we give everything under the sun, chocolates, flowers, baked goods, to our romantic partners. Sometimes, I still get stuff from my moms or, whatever. I don't think I ever got anything from my sisters. I may just say Happy Valentine's Day. They both married, so. Janae said a card and candy, ? That's fine. We got them in elementary school, but to each his own. Absolutely. Vlad said Russian girls give to their boyfriends socks and shaving foam, but that's on February 23rd. This is the Men's Day. Oh, as of March 8th for women. And Valentine's Day, usually gifts are given only to girls. Men do not really like this day. Okay. Deshaun said, good job, Bri. Keep it up. Pandora said, I got my chocolate today. Yay! That's a question for everybody. Is Valentine's Day just for women? We already know that it's so commercialized that it's for lovers or singles or gifts to everybody. If you're going to give a gift, give it to everybody, and then your intentions can't be misconstrued. But that's interesting, Vlad, about Russian culture versus American culture. Is Valentine's Day just for women? And I think it kind of is. I really think, because men, for the men that's in the room, Miss Tammy said yes. I agree. I think, for the men in the room, do you expect something on Valentine's Day from your partner? It's already so hard to buy for men anyway. You could buy like socks or foaming cream. Pandora said, "Do the research, girl." I already did the research, girl. I think that it's come off to be a female holiday. Granted, just because of the colors, the reds, the hearts, the chocolates, flowers, that's all female driven. Miss Tammy said, "My husband doesn't want candy or flowers." See, I think a lot of men don't expect anything. And I think that if you did give them something on Valentine's Day, it would violate their expectation in a positive way. Because they're not expecting something and then you do give them something, they be like, "Oh, you thought of me." But we have to make sure that the gift that we give makes sense. Right? Right. Janae said, "Every day is Valentine's Day in my home. That's how it should be." I agree, Janae. Every day is the day for love. God is love. We should be loved. Right? So, I'm going to move on to our third and final topic, which kind of still goes in with love. And we're going to be talking about social media and love. Ooh, the dreaded social media. Vlad said, "Russian men want to seem manly and insensitive. This kind of pattern. I believe that this day is not just for women. It's a day of love." And that's very true. But I think, especially here in America, we've made it out to be so feminine with teddy bears and hearts and, candy and pink and yellow and, all these different types of feminine, societal feminine traits, which makes me say it's a female holiday. Like Mother's Day is very, female holiday. And that's a whole nother topic, Mother's Day versus Father's Day. And that's another topic. Yeah, I might talk about that next week. But social media, Pandora said, "Love is in the air. Love is everywhere. Give love each day." Absolutely. Let's just make sure that the love that we give on Valentine's Day is appropriate. It's appropriate. And that your intention isn't misconstrued. That there is no gray area. And that we communicate and that we talk. Okay, whatever relationship you have, friendship, platonic, romantic, family, make sure whatever it is that you communicate your intention. All right. Pandora said men like teddy bears. I guess like Yogi the Bear. Hey, boo boo. Okay, that's a funny joke. I'm gonna give you an inside joke. When I was younger, my nickname was Brinky Boo. And I hated it. I hated being called Brinky Boob because my sister, who I believe is still watching, she used to say, "Hey, boo boo. Hey, boo boo," all the time. I hated it. She got on my nerves. She got on my nerves to no end. So I actually kind of moved into Breezy Bree. I'm going to get you, girl. Pandora put a boo-boo. So I moved into Breezy Bree, but then doing Breezy Bree with Chris Brown, he's Chris Breezy, and other Breeze, they used Breezy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be different. I'm going to go back to brinkyboobri. Okay? And it has actually worked for me. It was a little kind of tongue twister at first, but once you get used to it, you just say brinkyboobri. 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 Yes. Hey, boo-boo. Pandora said sugar bear. Vlad said no. So Russian accent. Really? Привет. So, again, going to social media. So we all know we got to be careful on social media. Whew. We were talking about last week how people are now not dating anymore. Like they're not courting anymore. Everything is on social media. So you even have to be careful when you like someone's picture or when you share it, or, you know, because I know from some relationships, they're like, why you keep liking this girl picture? Or why you keep liking his picture? Or why you doing this? Or why you... Social media, y'all. And what I learned from an article that I did not write down, please forgive me, I'll put that in my YouTube. Vlad said, a year ago, I didn't believe in love via internet dating and social media, but I changed my mind. Oh, okay. I have never... I think you still have to have that in-person type of connection. Even if it's, you know, I don't know. To each his own, because I know online dating relationships that has worked and have blossomed. And I know some that have actually sunk and gone into the ground. So it can kind of go both ways. And again, I guess it comes down to each his own. Pandora says social media sucks at times. It kind of does, because people can really get in trouble with social media. And your intentions can be misconstrued. So I think that unless you are actually interacting with this person in person, do you actually get a feel for who they are? Like for me, the best way I would like to communicate with someone is in person. Because on the phone, I could be doing 5 other different things while I'm talking, so I'm not paying attention. Texting, same thing. And with texting, oh my goodness, your words could mean something. You could say like, I love you, but you mean like, I love you. And the person takes it as, oh, they're in love with me. You know, so you have to be really careful about texting and messaging and emails and stuff like that. And then even with the phone, because you can't see the person's face. And we do kind of have auras, you know, with each other. So you can kind of feel somebody when they're actually with you. All right. That's how I take it. Vlad said, one picture or like is not enough. As not enough, only action in life. Even in this case, the word is the key to communication and relationships. I think it's better to get to know each other better, even on the internet, maybe Skype, and then think about something more. I agree with that. Pandora said texting sucks sometimes. Absolutely. I think you can do the whole online thing. It can start that way, but you have to eventually meet. You have to eventually sit with this person and get their vibe. Like, vibes are real. Vibes are like, it's true. Sometimes I laugh because I'm thinking of things that happens to me. But people's body language and how they react to you tells a lot. And you can't read body language by a phone. You can't read body language through a text message. You have to actually feel them, their vibe. And I don't mean, well, we know touch is very powerful. Touching people is very, very powerful. But even just their body language. Are they open to you or are they closed to you? Okay? And you don't get that from online. So you definitely have to, you can start that way, but you have to eventually meet. Okay? Janae said, I reconnected with my boyfriend after 17 plus years because of social media. It has its pros and its cons. I agree. Pandora, you got to beware of predators. Ooh, yes. Absolutely, absolutely. And you can kind of know who predators are by the conversation. Once somebody goes like way over here and starts talking about stuff, you know, like, really? Cut it. It's time to cut it. Then you're not for me, boo-boo. Okay? It's not, that's not what it's about. I'm looking for a gentleman. You know what I mean? I mean, somebody that can, like, we can joke, we can all this other kind of stuff. We can be a little naughty, but that's even kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't want any man to make me feel like I'm less than. Y'all get what I'm saying. But you have those online predators that just be talking like out the side of their mouth, and you're just like, nope, no. Vlad said, in my case, it's complicated because I have a person from another country. Well, Vlad, you continue your Skype and all that kind of stuff and get their vibe, and you do get to know the person, and I bet you eventually you'll meet in person, and when you do meet in person, it'll be cool. It'll be awesome. Pandora said, yep, and uncomfortable. Absolutely. If you make me uncomfortable, cut it. That's been my thing today. Cut it. So I wanted to tell you all, we have 15 minutes left to the show. I wanted to tell you all something I learned from this article about social media and love. It's called, are you ready? Boom, boom, boom. The deep like. The deep like. And what I mean by the deep like, that's when you like someone's picture or post that they posted months ago. When you like it, you kind of feel like, oh, I shouldn't have did that, or like you feel like, oh, but you should stand by your like. That's what I say. Stand by your like, which means, it don't mean, some people call it stalking, but especially on Instagram, if someone friends me on Instagram or they like one of my pictures, I'll go to their profile to see who they are, especially if I don't know them. And I'll, look at their pictures, and in the first couple of 3, I might not like. I might like the 21st picture they posted, so I'm gonna like it. It's not that I'm stalking, it's just that's the picture that I like. So, whenever you like something from months ago, it's called a deep like. Stand by your deep like. Be strong in your deep like. Because it's not always bad intentions, okay? I am one to prove it is not bad intentions. Vlad said, we're talking all day. Just turn on Skype and everyone is doing their business a little bit together. All right, Vlad, good. Definitely the communication. Pandora said, cut it. Absolutely. Vlad also said, I know a couple. They really trust each other, trust passwords from social media to each other. I treat this in 2 ways. Okay? Let us know, Vlad. You have to really be like on the same page. Tiara said, you like them but don't want to meet their family. She said, hashtag deep like, LOL. Yes, Tiara, but not all the time. Not all the time. Like I said, in the situation that I am in, a lot of times someone likes my picture and I don't know them. So I go to their profile and I like a picture that's 2 years old. I'm like, ooh, that's a nice picture. And sometimes, because I'm real like, I like environment pictures, like earth pictures, trees, sun, light, stuff like that. I'm like really into that type of photography, landscape photography and things like that. So a lot of times, if someone has a picture of a landscape, I'll like it. But it'll be from years ago. You know what I mean? So, that is hashtag deep like. Yvette said, isn't that what the like button is for? Absolutely. But the thing is, it's called a deep like if it's months ago. Months ago. Because I have to admit, if someone likes my picture that's from months ago, my first thought is, wow, they went through my whole profile to find this picture because it's not on my timeline. You have to actually go deep into my pictures or deep into my videos or so forth and so on to find this picture. So that's what makes it a deep like. So I don't know. It can go either way. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. Vlad said, Janae said, exactly. Vlad said, on the one hand, it's good. It is full trust, but it may be on an invasion of privacy. Maybe someone wants to tell the secret only to you, to contact you, but your boyfriend or girlfriend on your page is complicated. I don't know whether it is. I agree with that. It all comes down to, again, everybody, communication. Talk to your partner. Talk to your friends. Talk to your crush. Talk to your this. Talk. Communication is key. Yes. Hashtag deep like. When you like something from months ago. All right, so we got 7 minutes. We are going to get into hashtag Ask Bri. Someone had asked me, what are some good friend gifts that you can give? So I went on Pinterest, one of my favorite websites. I'm on Pinterest, brinkyboobri, check me out. Some cute friend platonic gifts you can give to someone not on Valentine's Day, unless you give it to everybody. Okay? You can do a deck of cards, and on each card, you write something that is special to your friendship. An inside joke, a restaurant y'all went to, and a situation with the waitress, or a road trip, or something, so forth and so on. But you write something that's specific to your relationship on each card, your relationship or your friendship. And you call it 52 things about us, or 52 things that make us us, or something like that. Now, you actually have to take the time to think of 52 things, but it's a very cute idea, and it only costs $1. You can also do muffins. You can either buy some muffins or bake them. Pandora said, I love Pinterest. I deep like Pinterest. Yes, I deep like Pinterest as well. Yvette said candy. Yes, absolutely. But these muffins, and if you're a woman and you're giving it to a man, you can write on there, Happy Valentine's Day, stud muffin. That is so cute. So cute, right? And it's so simple, and you can get a muffin for like $1 from Dunkin' Donuts or whatever, okay? And another one that a lot of people do is they do candy, or they do soda or whatever that kind of matches the friendship. So you can do a jar of Starburst and put on there, you make my heart burst. Oh, tearjerker. Yes. So moving on to my last segment. Brinkyboobre's top 3 brilliant behaviors. Number 1. How many of you, me, take my glasses off and then I can't hear? I can't hear because I'm so focused on seeing. So I can't hear you. Okay? That is Brinky's number 1 brilliant behavior. Number 2. How many of you pull out your phone to check the time, but then you have to look at it again because the first time when you checked your phone, you didn't look at the clock. You looked at whatever was on the home page, be it a message, a text, an email. You got a notification from Facebook. Yes, I do it all the time. I be like, oh, what time is it? I pull out my phone. Like, oh, I got a notification on Facebook. Put my phone away. It was like, dang, what time is it? Gotta go back. Yep. Yvette said, me. Pandora said, I can't see. Absolutely. Drew, my cousin John, he said all the time, LOL. Janae said me, LOL, all the time. And number 3, which I think was the cutest thing for Valentine's Day, it's a little naughty. How many of you inspect chips so that you can determine which side of the chip to put your tongue on? This side. It's more, I love sour cream and onion potato chips. They're like my favorite. Sour cream and onion potato chips. So I always look for the side that has the most seasoning on it. The most sour cream, that's the side I put in my mouth up against my tongue. Yes, I do. Vlad said, I broke my phone, only the laptop. Okay. I hope you're still with me, but you're still with me. You're still here. So that is my... Drew said, no, I just eat the chips. Yes, Pandora said the saltier side. Yes, I always look for the other side of the chips. I always look for the other side. So, thank you so much, everyone. Yvette said me, I licked the stuff off. Vlad said, so true. Minister AJ Norris said, I'm here, LOL. You can catch it on the replay. Unless you were always here, I think. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. You can catch the replay on Facebook. It'll be on Facebook until probably about Wednesday. And then I will put it on YouTube. I will cut it and splice it and put it together on my YouTube channel. You'll find season 1 and season 2 on my YouTube channel. Janae said, LOL, that was fun, Bree. Thank you so much, Janae. Pandora said, that cause I'm so sweet. Absolutely. And I do want to let you all know that are watching. If you could please, if you haven't already, please fill out my survey. I will put it in the caption to this video. I am thinking about doing a live studio audience for my season finale. And I'm thinking about doing a live studio audience and then having an after party and then charging $10 admission. And that's to cover the cost of the space and so forth and so on. So if you could, everyone, please help me out. Fill out the survey. Let me know if you would attend a live studio audience broadcast of Take a Break with Bree. You can find me everywhere on social media. Please like, follow, share, subscribe. I'm everywhere. Brinky Boobri. You can Google me. I am everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope, Pinterest, LinkedIn. I'm everywhere. Definitely check me out. I'm on VK. I'm on Telegraph with my Russian friends. We actually watched The Walking Dead last night. And then I watched the Grammys. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. So, have a great night. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Happy Valentine's Day, Vlad. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for chiming in. Be blessed. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye-bye.